Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. A beautiful day on the market. NASDAQ broke out of its bull flag. Some of the swing trades, some of the dip buys that I've been taking have been working out beautifully. Congratulations to everyone in the chat. You know who you are that have been taking these trades. Facebook, PayPal, Roku as well today, and Square. Some killer trades. Congratulations to everyone in the chat. Today, I want to go over the trades that I took personally. Facebook, 100% yesterday. And right now, another trade that I'm currently in on PayPal. Both two beautiful technical setups, dip buy opportunities. I want to show you how I found them, how I took them, how I managed them intraday. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Hopefully me doing this technical analysis for you today will help you find these opportunities in the future. That is all I use to find these plays. Technical analysis, finding these dip buys, coming back to previous structure points, moving averages, and taking that calculated risk with proper risk management and looking for that upside. That's really all I did. It worked out beautifully. The market is bouncing back great. And today, I want to show you these examples. So hopefully you guys enjoy this video. Smash that like button after watching this if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel for some more videos and press that bell notification so that you know every single time that I post. So guys, before we jump into the charts, look at Facebook, look at PayPal, I quickly want to go over something that I talked to the chat about today, something I posted in the after hours chat, and just sort of talk about this concept of dip buying and the concept of looking at these dips as opportunities rather than panicking over them. So I said in the chat right here, I would like everyone to take a second and realize how many opportunities we have had this week. There has been so many opportunities off this small dip that we have seen in the market. We've seen earnings dips, we've seen big gap downs, and these have presented so many opportunities this past week. Facebook, Amazon is still one pending. PayPal has been a great one. Some awesome opportunities, some awesome dip buys. Etsy was another one today. So I'm just trying to think of all of them. Square took a dip. Just crazy, crazy opportunities out there on the market. And I wanted to just take a second for everyone to realize how many opportunities these dips present to us and why you need to stay calm and you cannot panic during these times. When you see these market pullbacks, you need to focus in more than ever and look at the charts, look at where these pullbacks are coming to, look at what technical levels these pullbacks are coming back to, and looking to see if you can find opportunity off of them. So I was saying that in the chat, making sure everyone should, look at these as opportunities rather than being scared of the dips. And, something that I also premised on, which, some people may, come back and say, is what if the dips don't work out? What if they continue to dip? Well, that's right here, right? So if the dips don't work, if you use proper risk management, then if it doesn't work out, you'll lose money, of course, if you bought that dip. But if you have that risk management in place, you will always be back for the next opportunity to make your money back. If you go in too heavy on these dip buys without proper risk management, then yes, you can definitely get burned and you can definitely blow up an account. But if you come into these trades with proper risk management, looking at these dips as opportunities, then there really is no downside. You either catch a beautiful opportunity or you lose on it with with the proper size and you lose a little bit of money and you come back and try to make it back. That is what it's all about, using these dips as opportunities, taking calculated risk. So I quickly wanted to go over that. Just premise this video, premise where my mind is right now on the market and why I've been looking for all of these opportunities. So with all of that said, let's go ahead and jump into the charts, go over Facebook, and go over the PayPal trade. So guys, up on your charts, you're going to see the Facebook daily chart. This is every single candle is a day of price action. So after earnings, after Facebook came out with earnings, you guys saw the dip that came in, right? Facebook had a huge move into earnings, actually reported fantastic earnings as well, but we still saw the pullback. The pullback that is screaming opportunity. The pullback that came off earnings that's coming back down to the 20-day moving average, the 20 SMA, and some previous structure in the market. So you guys will see right here, we had a triple top on the market, right? We had 1, 2, 3, triple top on Facebook. Definitely a very nice structure point right here. You can use all of this right here as a structure point in the market. That means if we break that level and we come back to it, a break and retest, you would expect to see some support at that level. Now, what you'll notice is right when we came back to that level, right around here, we also came back down to the 20 SMA on the daily chart. So a beautiful pullback. This candle right here gave away the entire move, right? This candle right here, this red day with this strong wick to the upside, and a day yesterday closing above the SMA, closing above the 20 SMA, gave away this entire move, in my opinion. You move back to previous structure, a break and retest, you hold the 20-day, and you start to move back higher. And yesterday is where I took this trade after seeing it get back above that 20 SMA. So, like every other trade that I take in the Discord chat, I posted it right here for everyone to see, and that is right here yesterday at 10:09 a.m. So, yesterday, this is what the chart looked like right here on your screen. You can see we pulled back, we held the 20, we got back above the 20, and I was looking to see if I could take that bounce off that moving average back towards the 360s. Now, looking at it today, if you look at the right side of your chart, I got out for 116%. This would have been up a lot more today. It continued to move higher, but I love the trade. The upside seemed limited. I was a little bit concerned about the 360 resistance, so I took the profit yesterday at 116%. Now, of course, in hindsight, you know what? I wish I held, right? But you can't think like that. If you're up 100% on a trade within a few hours, sometimes you got to lock that in, and that is what I did. So you can see at 10:09, I got into this trade, targeting that 360. 20 SMA hold after a great pullback. That is why I got into it. Kept, sort of updated people in the chat. And then yesterday around 142, actually 233, 116%, took my profits there on Facebook. So if I go into the intraday chart here, let's go to the 5-day, 5-minute. This was yesterday. You guys can see this green area on your chart is the same green area that you see this structure point in the market. So going back to the 5-day, 5-minute, you'll see that we held up yesterday, came back into that structure, and broke above it, and we started to move higher. Here is the last 2 days on Facebook. I took this trade right around 10:09? So 10:09, I took this trade, which was right after we started to get this move. Now, of course, we did dip a little, but I was looking at the big picture here. This was a long-term trade, at least a day, if not two, if not a week. I took some time on the contracts. I was looking for that 20 SMA to hold and looking for that push higher. Now, part of the reason I took my profits yesterday is because if we go to the 1-minute, you'll notice that we got a huge move on Facebook. I'm not really sure what caused this move. I don't know if it was just a technical bounce, but right around 11:22, I'm going to delete that green box. Right around 11:22, when we were in this trade for about an hour now, we got a huge pump higher on the market, and we started to move higher. And towards the end of the day, after I saw us reach my 360 price target, I went ahead and I took my profit. So the high of yesterday was around 360.48, so about 48 cents was higher than my price target. Once I saw that 360 touch, I took my profits. I wanted to stick to that plan at that 360 price target. So a beautiful trade here on Facebook, just using those technical levels, looking for those pullbacks, looking at that 20 SMA, those small or those strong moving averages, and taking, good setups off those levels. Just taking it off those technical levels, not just buying this in the middle of a move, buying this because it's moving up, chasing a move higher. I'm buying it back at technical levels, so I know there is support underneath my entry. Underneath where I got into this play, I know there is structure in the market. I know there is a moving average support, and I know that any dip could be met by quite a bit of dip buyers alongside with my position, right? So a very nice buy here in the chat. Congratulations, guys, if you took this. I know many of you did, and I think some of you actually even held this into today, which let's see what they're up. So I had 813 360 calls. If we go over to Facebook, 813, let's go ahead and take a look at this. 813 360 calls. Those are now at 645. I sold those up. What did I sell those at? They're at 645. I sold those at right around $5. So about $1 more a contract on these plays. So a little bit more profit. Nothing too crazy, but still a very nice move here on Facebook. Congratulations, guys, who took this trade. And just to recap quickly, because this video is not about me showing you my profits, it's more about me trying to show you how I found this trade. And that is going back to the daily chart and looking at the 20 SMA here and looking at the previous structure that we found in the market. So a very nice dip buy opportunity, a very nice bounce here on Facebook. And honestly, this thing could continue further. If the Nasdaq continues to move, this could continue even further. So that's how I found it. Very happy about this trade. And before we get into the next trade, I quickly want to premise the NASDAQ, because not only was I confident about the Facebook dip buy, I was very confident about the bull flag breakout that I have been posting every single morning on my live streams, and seeing if this NASDAQ could break out of this flag. And what do you know? A beautiful breakout of this flag, a beautiful 20 SMA hold 3 times here on the NASDAQ. Look at this beautiful breakout, all-time highs today on the NASDAQ. So if I'm getting in a stock like Facebook, I know the NASDAQ is getting close to a breakout zone. That's where I want to go ahead and get in. So beautiful on the NASDAQ, beautiful on Facebook. Very happy with that play. Let's go ahead and jump into the PayPal trade that I am currently holding and currently up on. So guys, up on your screen, you now have PayPal daily chart. As you can tell, I enjoy looking at the daily chart. A lot of people don't look at the daily. They focus on the 5, the 1, the 10, the 15. Try to zoom out to the daily. Zoom out to the 4 hour. Find some of these longer term opportunities. Find these really strong support areas and take plays off of them. This was another awesome play on PayPal. Now, you guys know, if you pay attention to my channel, I took a loss here, about a $200 loss on PayPal. I tried to catch this near the 50 SMA. It didn't work out. It had some more downside to come. So what happened? I took a loss. And what did I do? I stayed on the trade. I knew the technicals would hold up. I wanted to make sure I stayed on this trade and didn't just give up. I came back after I saw this very nice confirmation here yesterday and the day before, and took this trade once again. So what did I see on this chart? Why did I get back into this trade after just taking a loss on it? Some people in my chat, I think they were a little bit questioning of this play. Maybe they seemed like I was just trying to chase this thing. But the reason I got back in, and the reason I was very confident on this play, was because of the support here at 270. You'll see that we had 1, 2, and 3 previous tops here on PayPal. Previous resistance, we came back down and we tested it as support. This is a beautiful break and retest right near the 100 SMA, the 100 simple moving average, and we started to get that bounce. Now, this situation, this second trade on PayPal that I took was a much better trade, and I know exactly what I did wrong now in my first trade. What I did wrong on my first trade is I did not wait for any bullish confirmation. I got in on a day that the market was down. I got in on a red candle daily. I should not have done that. I should have waited for at least 1 or 2 green days, 1 or 2 green daily candles for that bullish confirmation to prove that the market has support down below. So I got into this trade near, I think it was afternoon yesterday. So I'm going to pull up the Discord where I post all my trades. So you can see right around 2:35 yesterday, I got in an 820, 280 call for $4.20. That's when I got in. That is the trade that I took. So that is a little bit in the afternoon. Now, why did I get into that? Why did I get into that specific play? The reason I got into that was because on the 3rd, which was that? The 3rd was Tuesday, we had a green close on PayPal. You can see this daily candle right here, a very nice daily green candle. Yesterday, we got a continuation higher. We had a very strong candle here. You can see this doji to the downside, and we closed even higher. So these 2 days right here, that is my confirmation back to the upside. That is my confirmation that this previous resistance level 1, 2, and 3 is starting to find support here right around 270. So after seeing that candle start to come in, I went ahead and I took that trade and planned to swing it into today. So if we go into the last 2 days, we'll go into the 1 minute chart here on PayPal. Here was yesterday. Here was where we started to hold up. I got into it at around 235, which is 1425. So that is right around here when we started to move higher. So I was slightly green on the position at close yesterday, but the reason I held on to it and the reason I was so confident on it was because if we go back to the daily, because of this bullish confirmation that we are seeing here on the daily chart. Today, a beautiful day for PayPal, up almost all day, a beautiful close higher in the after hours. And right now, as it stands, I'm up about 50% on this position. I'm still holding it. It's unrealized. Of course, tomorrow could dip. I could lose some money. But the reason why I'm still looking to hold this is because if I zoom out to the daily chart, all I see is so much potential upside here on PayPal. I see either an exit around this 283, which is the 50 SMA, or back up to these previous highs, this previous support, which will most likely turn into resistance right around 290. If we get even further past 290, Then you even have the gap fill opportunity back up to around 296. So there is a lot of upside here on PayPal. We are in near the bottom with a lot of support down below. So I'm very happy with this trade, very happy with the dip buy, not getting discouraged from the loss that I took, taking proper risk management, taking the loss, learning from it, looking at the technicals, staying on this trade, trusting my analysis, knowing that there is definitely support here, and looking for that bullish confirmation and jumping back onto it. So another awesome trade on PayPal. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you learned something from it. Just looking at how I look at these charts, looking for these pullbacks, looking for that bullish confirmation, and staying calm in these market pullbacks to find opportunity. So guys, that's about all that I have in this video. Facebook, awesome trade, and honestly, probably has more upside here if the market continues to move higher. NASDAQ through all-time highs today. PayPal, still in it, unrealized gain. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Hopefully, we continue to see that continuation. I think there is more upside there. We will see tomorrow. Maybe a little bit of a weak Friday and a strong next week. I'm going to stay calm. I have proper risk management in this play. So whatever happens, I'm in at a good entry. If I lose on it, I lose on it, and I can come back and find another opportunity. If you guys have any interest in joining the community, my Discord community, that is going to be a link down below. I trade live there every day over voice chat. And when I'm not in voice chat, we're just there talking, hanging out as a community, teaching each other tricks, talking about our trades, collaborating with each other. An awesome community. And shout out to everyone in there if you're watching this. It was quite a great day. I'm very happy with the community we have. It's really just an honor to be talking to you guys on a daily basis. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I really could not trade on a daily basis without some of the people in there. So it is awesome. If you want to check it out, the link is down below. With all of that said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Press that like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for all the subscribers, and I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.